Hey guys, it's Elizabeth. I am back with another video. Sorry it's been a long time since I posted. I've just been seriously unmotivated, and I meant to film this yesterday and I didn't because I did a bunch of other stuff and then I just got distracted with other things done later, and then I completely forgot about it. You'll have to excuse the background noise. There's going to be a dog barking. I just want to say that I'm going to attempt to film multiple videos right now, so whenever I can get them edited, I will get them out, but, hopefully I can get them edited soon enough. This is going to be a book haul. I have a whole stack of books. I'll have to show you them then, but it's insane. I just started a stack of books on my floor because my bookshelf is full and I don't have any more room on this shelf, and this shelf technically has room on here if I were to put all my books squished together, but I had other ideas to make it look cool in there, so I just have this stack against my wall over here, and it's really high and I think it's gonna fall over. But I just want to say that most of these books, like, I didn't get all of these books recently. Like, I did get a stack of them recently, but a lot of these books I've gotten over, like, months of time. So let's just say that I started this, like, in February, and we're here now, and that's the tea. And some of these books are from my attic, and they're not mine, but I stole them because I was like, they're in the attic, no one cares about them, and I'm gonna read them sometime. So without further ado, sorry for the long intro, let's just get into it. If my camera falls at all, it's because I have this stupid old tripod and someone took it to use it, and I don't know where the screw to screw into my camera is, so it's just kind of sitting on there. Sorry about that. These are the most recent ones. I found these today at my work. Yesterday I was checking out a person and they had this book, and I was like, this looks really cool. Where the heck is this book? So I went back to the book section and I couldn't find it anywhere. I was like, this is a new book. They have to have this somewhere, because usually when they have new books, there's multiple of the books and there's not usually just one of them. So I was like, this is new as of today. Like, I had to find this. And then I found a whole end cap with new books on it, and I was like, ah. And then today I found a couple more. I got a bunch yesterday, but today I found two more. So I found The Awakening of the Sunshine Girl. Sorry, there's no that. This one sounds really interesting, and it's about this girl and she can communicate with ghosts, and I'm not going to tell you the descriptions for all these books because there's a lot here and I just want to get through them. This is also going to help me sort out this book pile because it kind of looks like it's going to fall over, and if I put all the big ones on the bottom and go up like that, it'll probably stand better. This is Blood for Blood by Ryan Growden. I found this today and I was so excited. I wish they had the first book, Wolf by Wolf, but I've been hearing about this book and it's been on my TBR for a while. But Haley in Bookland, she's another booktuber, she's been talking about Wolf by Wolf and how such a great book it is, and she just keeps talking about it. And I saw, like, it said Blood for Blood and it said Ryan Growden, and it looked like similar to that book cover, and I was like, Ryan Growden, that's Wolf by Wolf, and I was like, oh, I know what this is, and I was like, I have to buy this immediately, even though I don't have the first book. I'm super excited because I never thought I'd find this at Dollar Tree, so I'm so excited for this. Like, I'm just so excited that I found this. The first one I'm going to show you is 8 Cousins by Louisa May Alcott. This is actually my book. I found this in the attic and I was like, ooh, I have a Louisa May Alcott book up there. I actually got this from my grandmother years ago for my birthday, and I read like maybe half of it, not even, and I didn't get through it. I don't remember why. I don't think I was in, like, I don't really remember why I did that, but I kind of want to read it again just because it's my book. I thought it would be cool to add on my shelf, and I like Louisa May Alcott, so, and I also might lend this to my cousin if she wants to read it too, so I don't know. I just brought it down because I was like, you know, why not? This next book I found up there is Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. I mean, you probably already know what this is, but I just saw this up there and I was like, hey, it's on my TBR and I'm probably not going to read it anytime soon because look at that. But I just thought it'd be cool to have on my shelves anyway, and I know it's not mine, but it's just cool to put on there and be like, I have it, and if I want to read it, it's there. So I will eventually buy my own copy of some of these things that aren't mine, but for now, I have this. I found 4 paperback books of Charles Dickens in my attic, and I was like, I'm gonna bring these down because I want to read like basically every Charles Dickens book sometime in my life, not anytime soon. But I was like, I'm just gonna have these on my shelf, and when I want to read them, I can. So I have Oliver Twist, I have Hard Times, I have Great Expectations, and David Copperfield. And these are all, once again, these are not my copies, but I stole them. So the last book I have from my attic is actually totally off from the other books. It's called Happy, 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 and it's by Phil Robertson from Duck Dynasty. I've heard some people I know say they don't like this show, but I think this show is kind of funny and I like it, so I just thought it'd be interesting to read this because I've seen this book before. One of my cousins was reading it or something, and I thought that looks interesting, and I kind of want to read it, so I didn't know we owned this book, and so when I found it in our attic, I was like, okay, I'm going to put that on my shelf, and it's relatively short, so I want to read it sometime, because, I don't know, I'm just interested, and I kind of like that fantasy, so. Next book is 100 Cupboards by N.D. Wilson. I got this one on eBay. It's very battered. I didn't realize how used it really was, but oh well, you can still read it. That's all that really matters, right? This next one is Sanctuary by Karen Licks. Again, this is from Dollar Tree. Most of these books on this list are actually from Dollar Tree, surprisingly enough. This next one is The Reader by Tracy Chee. Also, this one I actually got from eBay again, but I actually got the second book in this series at Dollar Tree, and I was like, well, I had the second book, I had to get the first one so I can actually read them at some time. So I got this one on eBay because, like, I found the second book and the cover was so beautiful, and I was like, I have to read this description or else I'm gonna die because this cover is just so, I just loved it. And then I read the description and I was like, this just sounds like something that's really good, and then I was like, I have to get the first book so I can read these. So, yeah. This, I was so surprised when I found this. It's Crystal Storm by Morgan Rhodes. It's actually the 5th book, so I have to get a bunch of books in between, but it's one of the Fallen Kingdoms books, and I was just like, there's no way I'm not buying this because holy crap. Actually, I think last year I saw someone buy a book, and I saw the author on it said Morgan Rhodes, and I went through the book section, and I was like combing the book section. I was like, Morgan Rhodes, there has to be another book somewhere that's Morgan Rhodes. And I was just like looking everywhere and I couldn't find it, and ever since then I've been thinking about, I'm pretty positive someone got one of the Fallen Kingdoms books like last year at some point, and I was just so disappointed. I was like, but then I found this one and I was like, this was like last month or something that I found this, but they had a bunch of these, and I was like, I mean, just this book, but, I'm so excited. Like, now it makes, finding this there, it makes me want to actually finish this series, because I only got, like, maybe partially through the first book, and for some reason I couldn't get through it, but I want to actually, like, read this series now, because I have the 5th book. Okay, so this stack is from yesterday when I found these at Dollar Tree. This is The Typewriter's Tale by Michael Haynes. This one sounded very interesting. This takes place, it's like a historical thing. I forget what year it takes place in, but it's very interesting. This one is Poison Blade by Kate Elliott. This one also is very interesting. I think this is like a fantasy one, so definitely here for the fantasy books. This is called Thief's Cunning by Sarah Ahears. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these names correctly, but I think this is like about maybe assassins or something. I don't know. It just sounded very interesting. I can't remember exactly what these are all about because there's just so many of them. This is called The Ballroom by Anna Hope. This one takes place in 1911 in England, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then I read the description and I was like, okay, I want to read this. This is a book that I saw someone buy, and I was like, freaking out and trying to figure out if we had this book, and it's called Dragon Hunters by Mark Turner. Now, I know it's weird to freak out about this, but I've never actually heard of this book in my life, but I saw that it was called Dragon Hunters, and that's just like caught my eye immediately. It was like right down my aisle. I'm just like, dragons are my favorite thing ever. And then I read the description for it, because, you know, I'm not just going to buy it because it said that. And it sounds really good, and it's got dragons. And these last two books came from Amazon. So this one is called Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian. What's really funny is that I ordered this like a long time ago. And so here's the thing. I started listening to this audiobook, and I was like, I only listened to like a little bit, and I said, I'm going to read this physical copy because, you know, this is really good, but I want to read the physical copy because I'm not usually into audiobooks. I like to read things physically. And so I ordered this off of Amazon like months ago, and then I completely forgot that I ordered this. So I kept listening to the audiobook, and just the other day I finished the audiobook. So, I mean, I have the physical copy now, which is great because now I can read it physically, and then, you know, I would like to read it again sometime, the physical copy, so I can actually retain all the information better. But I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I like kind of forgot that I ordered it, and then I was on Amazon. I was like, oh yeah, I did order this book, and now, I mean, I'm glad I have it because I did really like it, and I want to keep reading this series, so that's good. And the last book on this list is There'll Be Peace When You Are Done, edited by Lynn S. Zubernis. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but this book, okay, so I'm actually currently reading it, and I'm really enjoying it. It's about, like, it has stuff from the actors and fans of Supernatural, and it's about the show ending and about how the Supernatural show impacted different people's lives in different ways. And I don't know, I started reading it, it's just really interesting, and I just, like, as soon as I saw this book, I had to get it, because I was like, there's another book by the same author, and has a bunch of different actors and people that wrote in it. It's called, oh, what's it called? I know what it's called, but I can't think of what it's called. Like, I know what it's called, I've seen it, Family Don't End with Blood. That's what it's called, sorry. And I really want to get that one, but I haven't gotten that one yet. That one's been out for years, so this one just came out, like, this year, I believe, so. But I saw this, and I was just like, I have to get this. I've been wanting to get Family and Don't End with Blood for such a long time, and I haven't actually gotten it yet. But I was like, I have to get this one because I have to read this before Supernatural actually ends, because I don't know when the last couple episodes are coming out. But yeah, I started reading this, and I'm really enjoying it. Not that far into it. I'm only on like page 46, like about that much, but I'm hoping that I can read this one sort of fast because I'm enjoying it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Please comment down below what you thought of any of these books, or if you got any new books recently that you'd like to talk about, or if you've read any books recently and you'd like to talk about them in the comments, go ahead, feel free. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe, turn the notification bell, you know all that. And if you're not reading, you're doing it wrong. Bye!